Once we get into our 50s, it can get more challenging to look attractive and polished. I'm going to share with you 10 things you can do to look more attractive after you turn 50. If you're new here, hi, I'm GloryB, and this is GloryB-TV, a lifestyle channel for mature women who want to look fabulous, feel amazing, and age gracefully. I'm well over the 50-year-old mark. I'm 64, and I'm happy to share with you 10 ideas for looking your best. Now, I know some of these ideas you might not agree with, and some you might find agreeable. Feel free to leave comments below. If you haven't subscribed yet, please do. And if you tap the little bell after you subscribe, it enables the little bell in the top right corner of your screen. Then at a later date, when you tap the little bell in the upper right corner, YouTube will show you in a drop-down list all the new videos that I post. Products I mention will be listed and linked in the description box and in the first comment. So let's get right to the list, and let's start with what we're wearing. Number one is stop covering up from head to toe with lots of fabric. Excessive material and fabric can age us, weighing us down and giving us a blocky, older appearance beyond our years. Here's an example. I'm wearing a button-down silk beige blouse, but the sleeves are long and overdone, and I've buttoned it up nearly to the top. The result is a block-like look that isn't attractive and makes me look older. Now let's look at the after photo. In the after, I rolled up the sleeves and unbuttoned the front a bit. In other words, I'm showing some skin while not being overly revealing. I've also added some jewelry that can help be seen. It's a fresher look and more attractive than the before. Let's look at another example with a different blouse. This one is a pink cotton blend. The top section I'm wearing it now. The top section doesn't have 2 additional buttons below the neck, so I buttoned the top button to get the effect, which is boxy and covered up. Then in the after image, it's less buttoned up, and I've rolled up the long sleeves. It's a fresher, younger look than in the before image, and I'm still wearing that blouse now. That brings us to number 2. Let's talk about floral prints. One YouTuber will tell you, stop wearing tiny floral prints, and another will tell you, stop wearing large floral prints. They both contend that their own don'ts make you look older. Now, when I see what's trending now and what the younger women are wearing, I'm seeing small floral prints everywhere. So I'm going to suggest the small florals in tops and blouses, and perhaps in a dress or two, are in style now and will not make you look older, but no florals in the bottom half pieces such as slacks or skirts. And speaking of florals, I still love my Lily Pulitzer prints, even if some of the florals in Lily Pulitzer are in the large print size. Lily Pulitzer's style never says old to me. That brand is a young, stylish brand, so if you have some Lily, wear it well. I have a couple floral blouses that are lined in the bodice. The blue one is still available and comes in several colors, prints, and sleeve lengths. Let's talk about shoes for number 3. Shoes that can age us usually take on a look of orthopedic shoes, even if we don't need orthopedic shoes yet. Sometimes shoes with very round toes can give us that look. For closed-toed shoes, you can go to a pointed shape to look more stylish, but if pointed shoes don't feel good on your feet, then consider an almond toe shaped shoe. There are many styles at Vivaia that are almond toed in both flats and in heels, and they come in many different colors and even some prints. I've done some videos where I covered their shoes, and I'll leave a link and a discount code for you in the description box and in the first comment if you want to check them out. This stylish shoe will give you a more polished, youthful appearance. Skin is one of my favorite subjects in terms of looking attractive and looking younger. So for number 4, one of the best products to use to transform your skin is vitamin C serum. I started using it several years ago daily. Of course, prior to that, I started wearing a full spectrum sunscreen on my face every day, all year, and daily sunscreen is a must if you use vitamin C serum. It took about 6 months of daily use before I looked in the mirror and consistently saw that my skin seemed brighter. I'll leave links to suggested vitamin C products in the description box so that you can check them out. Now, I prefer a vitamin C serum that is more of a liquid and not too thick. I find that the liquid consistency absorbs more quickly into my skin than a thicker serum. After cleansing, I put about 5 drops into the palm of my hand, and then I use 2 fingers of the other hand to dip into it and apply it all over my face except for my eyelids. Then I take what's left over in my hand and apply that to my neck. Then I apply the rest of my skincare products, such as a Matrixyl hyaluronic acid serum and my sunscreen. And that's it for the morning skincare. Vitamin C serum was a game changer for my skin. I love using skincare masks occasionally, like once a week. It's fun to use and it makes me feel good. And I think that doing something that makes us feel good can help us look more attractive. And that's why I chose it for number 5. One type of mask I use gives my skin a nice glow, and another is more moisturizing. Now, the first mask product is the pumpkin enzyme mask from Dermatology. This is a thick product that you spread in a thin layer and then wait 10 minutes and then rinse it off. Then the other mask is a Korean mask that comes in a container of serum. There are 30 masks in here. It comes with plastic tweezers that you use to pull out one mask at a time. This mask stays on your face for 10 minutes. When you remove it, your skin is just slightly damp. I pat the rest of the product into my skin and then continue with the rest of my skincare products. It isn't sticky. It really doesn't have a scent. It's very nourishing for your skin. Doing something to nourish the under eye area is number 6. The area under our eyes can make us look older over time, whether it's from fine lines or puffiness or from tear troughs like I have. Treating that area once a week is a great way to slow down the aging process. And one way to do that is with under eye masks. My favorite product is from Dermatology, and it's their brightening eye mask. These are great for a concentrated focus on the delicate eye area. It comes with a small paddle you use to lift out 2 eye masks, and they stay right in place for 10 minutes, which 10 minutes seems to be the magic number of minutes for all of these masks. And then you pull them off and continue with the rest of your skincare. So many mistakes can be made with our eye makeup or lack of eye makeup. The 7th way to look more attractive is to use a light color shimmer eyeshadow shade on your mobile lid, not a dark color on the mobile lid. And then in the transition area and in the crease, use a medium shade and a matte finish, and then blend it well. Great colors for the transition and crease areas are beiges, taupes, or charcoal shades. If you enjoy wearing several shades of eyeshadow, then use the light medium matte shade in the transition area above the crease and a bit of a darker matte shade in the outer V area that extends into the crease. And then blend, blend, blend. Giving some attention to our eyebrows is number 8. Over the years, my eyebrows have gotten thinner, both in the texture of each eyebrow hair and in the quantity. I used to have thick, dark eyebrows that I had to pluck every day. In recent years, I've had my brows tattooed by an esthetician who's trained in permanent makeup, but it fades over time and you need to have a touch-up every few years or so. I still need to do some fill-in with an eyebrow pencil. Now, I only suggest you have your brows tattooed if you find someone local who knows how to do it correctly. Years ago, I was talking with 2 women I know who had a beautiful result with their eyebrow tattoos, and each of them told me a story of someone else they knew whose tattooing went badly. One said the other woman with the bad eyebrow tattoo always looked surprised, and the other told of a woman she knew who always looked angry. So in the meantime, find an eyebrow pencil you like and a color you like too. Now, one of my favorites is the Anastasia Beverly Hills Brow Wiz, and I use the color taupe. After applying it, I use the spoolie end, if I can find it here, this end, to brush them out to just make them look more natural. Filling in your brows is really in style now. Unlike, if you remember, in the 70s and 80s, when it wasn't in style. And back then, only older women filled in their brows. But now, even younger women do their brows, so take advantage of it. Number 9 is going to relate to those of us who have perfect distance vision and only need glasses for close-up. Readers. Years ago, I had LASIK to correct my distance vision, and more recently, I had cataract surgery, which could have corrected that distance vision, but I did get over 20 years out of that LASIK procedure, which brings me to reading glasses. Now, I remember the first time I put on reading glasses in front of my sister-in-law, and then I looked at her to tell her something. I looked over the top of my glasses, like my grandfather used to do. And she immediately said to me, "Oh, don't do that. It makes you look old." Now, at the time, I was on a long-term consulting project and I was working with a lot of younger people. And sometimes in meetings, I need to read something. So the reading glasses came on and off, over and over. So finally, I got prescription bifocals that have the no-line lenses so that I didn't need to keep taking the glasses off. It also stopped me from being tempted to look over the top of the glasses. So I have to agree with my sister-in-law. Doing that really did make me look old. I've since found some cheaper bifocal versions at online retailers, some of which have no line and others that have the bifocal line showing, both of which I don't need to look over. The styles of glasses get updated over time, of course, so staying current and attractive means updating our glasses occasionally. Transforming our health in good ways that lead to long-term health and longevity is much of what my channel at GloryB-TV is about. One thing we can do for our health to keep our skin looking attractive is to make sure we're hydrated. And by that, I mean drinking plenty of water, which is number 10, stay hydrated. In a previous video, Dr. Shostak and I discussed how much water we should drink per day, and she said it's half of your body weight in ounces of water. So if you weigh 150 pounds, that's 75 ounces of water per day. When you figure that 8 ounces of water equals 1 cup, 75 ounces converts to 9 cups of water per day. That's just over 2 quarts per day for a 150-pound woman. Or if you're on the metric system, a 150-pound person is equal to 68 kilograms, and 75 ounces of water is equal to 2.2 liters. Please remember that this isn't counting soda or coffee. If you don't like the taste of plain water, try adding a slice of cucumber or a slice of lemon or lime. Drinking this amount of water is a great habit to practice daily, and over time, it will be reflected in your skin. If you want to know more about my health and how I transformed my health through diet and became the only healthy person in my family, check out one of the videos on the right side of the screen. Tap its image, and I'll see you in the next video.